Some people say it's the best time of your life. Those who are going through it, however, know a different story.
Behold, we have a new kid. From now on, he will be known as the new kid.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 struggles of being a teenager. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we'll be taking a look at the most annoying, frustrating, and/or difficult things about some of the most formative years of most people's lives. Number 10. High school.
Bueller.
It's almost cliche, but things become cliche for a reason. High school is notoriously rough.
I swear to God, I'm sick. I can't go to school.
It's almost impossible to schedule work and play. And suddenly your workload is turned up to 11. But on top of it all, you might have an after-school job, sports commitments, and friends you want to see. At least as an adult, you have some say as to what institutions you have to spend 8 hours of your busy day at. But as a teenager, you are required to go, and have little to no input about the options. The best you can hope for is a tight crew to support each other through the days until graduation. Number 9. Working lame entry-level jobs.
What do you want?
If you're looking to save money, and an allowance from your parents is not forthcoming, a job is your only option. However, it's pretty rare that you'll swing something interesting. Things like lifeguarding require qualifications and years of training. Sure, lots of people have to climb the ladder, but it doesn't mean it doesn't suck starting at the bottom. So that means you're stuck with the grunt work. Fast food, mowing lawns, tree planting, washing dishes, housekeeping at hotels. Oh boy. Hey, if there is one upside, in the long run, you'll never take those positions for granted again.
Hey, mister, what's in the box?
It's the new talking Malibu, Stacy.
Too bad character building doesn't necessarily translate directly to the old resume, right? Number 8. Finding your clique.
Well, my name is Gus. I've been to 12 schools in the past 6 years, and my only friend is a pet snake named Herbert.
Making friends when you were a kid was so easy. Walk up to the other kid, introduce yourself with your name and age, maybe mention your favorite TV show and color, and boom, someone to play with.
Once my grandpa's pajama flap accidentally came open and I saw Sweden and got real sad.
As a teenager, not so much. As teenagers begin to find themselves, tastes and interests are more nuanced. Worse, sometimes you find out what you like isn't cool anymore.
What, so I gotta sit here and eat dessert alone like I'm f***ing Steven Glansberg?
What then? If you're lucky, you can find a group of friends who like you and what you like no matter what. Be that nerdy things, sports, or just shopping and hanging out. It's great when it happens, but finding that group can be devastatingly hard.
We want to invite you to have lunch with us every day for the rest of the week.
Number 7. The pressure of planning your future.
We were supposed to go to college together, Evan. Since we were little kids, since elementary school, that's all we've ever talked about.
Life planning is generally hard for everyone. Even adults find it daunting. As a teenager, it's worse. This is for most people the first time they've had to plan further than a week or two into the future. By the time you graduate, you're supposed to have figured out exactly what you want in life and set off down that path.
I don't know, doesn't it all seem a little overwhelming?
Do you go to university? How do you apply for loans? And can you pay them back? Is a trade from a college a safer bet? Should you just work or travel? Take a deep breath. Little secret, you'll never have it all figured out. So make plans, but don't stress too much. Number 6. Bullies.
I'm sorry, did I crush your Twinkies?
They can ruin your day, or your life, or so it feels in high school. And it's not just physical threats. Gone are the days of the tough kid looking for lunch money.
Hey Simpson, let me save you the trouble of putting that money back in your pocket.
These days, going home doesn't mean you're safe. Cyberbullying is an increasing problem in many places, and online harassment has in some cases proven to cause symptoms of PTSD. It's bad enough from anonymous trolls, but if you know your tormentor, it can be even worse.
When all those people started saying stuff about me, I felt like such a freak.
Kids can be cruel, but let's be honest, sometimes the teachers are bullies too. Fortunately, there are helplines, and no one should ever feel ashamed to call if it just gets to be too much. Number 5. Parental expectations.
Listen, I'll make it up to you. I'll work weeknights, I'll lay people off.
By and large, parents want what's best for their kids. Problems arise when what they want for you isn't what you want for yourself. It takes time to earn the respect of your parents, enough so that they trust your decisions, if at all.
It's unfair that we can't listen to our music. It's because it is about drugs and promiscuous sex.
And unfortunately, for some parents, nothing ever really seems good enough. Your grades are okay, but not top of the class. You're a good kid, but they don't like your friends. You have an ambition, and they don't think it's right for you.
Your dad would be so disappointed in the way you're turning out.
Ultimately, only you live your life. So hear out their advice, but you're still responsible for your choices and what you do with that advice. Number 4, unrequited crushes.
God, Juvie made him so hot.
It's a scenario that's fueled countless TV shows, movies, songs, and of course, lonely sighs. Nothing is worse than crushing on someone who just doesn't feel the same way. And in the microcosm of middle and high school, it can feel like torture. Maybe you see them every day, but they don't know you exist. Maybe they know you, but they're already with someone else.
Well, you go out with me?
What? How is someone supposed to ever get a date in these conditions? You feel everything so intensely as a teenager. We all know that you have to respect when a person just isn't that into you, but it doesn't make it any easier. Number 3, peer pressure and the need to be cool.
I don't think I should be in the band.
Why not?
I'm not cool enough. People in bands are cool.
On top of the workload, navigating bullies, and the fact that you can't seem to catch the eye of your crush, there's a desperate need to just be cool. Face it, everyone is trying to fit in somehow. You want the right clothes, the right gear, the right friends, it's hard to keep up. And trying to keep up can lead to doing things that you don't necessarily want to do. Best case peer pressure, you do something minor that you regret. Worst case scenarios can come with a hefty punch like drugs and alcohol, abuse of which can seriously mess up your life. Number 2, too young to be an adult, too old to be a kid. Any wonder why teens are moody? The mixed messages of grow up and be responsible are cut at the knees with constant assertions that you're too young to know better about anything. It's enough to make anyone's head spin.
Well, you're such a baby.
I'm 16. What's such a baby about that?
Also, teens are all tarred with the same brush. And everyone thinking the same, usually worst of one entire demographic doesn't generally help matters. Of all the awkward paradoxes that riddle this time of life, this one might be the worst. 7 years of this and then you'll be taken seriously? Good grief. Number 1, puberty and hormones.
About a year ago, he noticed his voice was changing. He had terrible acne and had fur where there was no fur before.
It is the worst. The worst. Everything about puberty sucks. Your body seems hell-bent on betraying you at every turn, with acne, voice breaks, and the rest. Growth spurts that make you feel like you're walking like a newborn giraffe, and moods that swing so drastically they should have their own theme park ride. Also, the new hormone rushes mean real changes in your brain chemistry, including some nasty ones like depression. The good news is that it will eventually balance out again. You'll get used to the new you, and the brain chemistry, in most cases, settles. Bad news, you'll have to wait a few years. Ugh, bring on the 20s. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.